Hey everyone, going over a trade that I took today in GU utilizing the candle filter strategy. I just want to go over what I took, the criteria of why I took this trade, and then how it played out. This was one of those trades today that drove me absolutely crazy in the sense that I was in this trade for I think an hour and 45 minutes, I think is what the time was. But if you go down to the lower time frame here on the 5 minute, let me just drop down here. I mean, I was involved in all of this, up and down, up and down, up and down. I cannot stand those kind of trades. Give me something that moves up like this. Give me something that moves down like this. I'm good. But when it consolidates in ranges like this, drives me crazy. I can't stand that. But as you guys know, consolidation leads to what? Drum roll, please. Leads to expansion, if you guys don't know that already. So, eventually it happened, but just going through it, it drove me absolutely crazy. Let me jump back to the 15-minute time frame, go over the candle filter strategy, and why I took this one on GU today. So 3 things. Looking at the chart here, I've got my indicator already on. This is the one I used. I talked about in the previous video. If I take this off, if I take this guy off here, and if I were to use the fib, I'm going from down to the low, down to the high on the time frame, and that basically marks out, my discount and my premium areas. But I don't do that anymore. I just simply come in here and turn on that indicator, and that dynamically it maps it out for me versus me drawing the fib everywhere like I used to do. This has saved me so much time, and it just helps me to know where I'm at on any time frame chart. So again, looking at this chart, we are in discount here, down in this area. Being in discount, you want to buy in discount. Again, you want to sell in premium. So this marked off checkbox number 1 for me is we were in discount. Second thing that gave me confirmation and got my hand on the trigger button was we came up and then we came back down. 9:30 candle is right in here, and then we're starting to move back down, and then we swept this liquidity area right here. This liquidity area also correlates to London lows. So I've cleaned up the chart just for the video, so it's not marked up everywhere like I'm used to seeing, but I've got London lows, London highs, previous day low, previous day high, a whole bunch of other stuff on the chart at the time. So this came down and swept that area there. Now, a lot of times, not all the time, but there are times to where when it sweeps London highs and London lows, it will oftentimes correlate with a Judah swing or some type of movement like that where you get a reversal. So anyway, I saw that. We've got our liquidity swept here, and then we've got our candle filter, a little big, but that's okay. We've got our candle filter that happened here. So again, liquidity area swept, an opposing candle closes above and within that swept liquidity area. So that was another box for me there. So again, you got I'm in discount here. I've got an area of liquidity that was swept, being London lows, and then I've got this opposing candle that was formed here. So 3 criteria that were met for me. I went ahead and put the fib on the candle after it closed here, and then this area here, this candle here, would be my entry candle where I would start looking for an entry. So moving down to the 5-minute time frame here, this candle, if I remember correctly, yes, this candle right here, not you is the 12 o'clock candle, the next 15-minute candle that begins to form. So based on how low it was already, let me go back to the 15. I went ahead and set my stop loss. You can see the one kind of lines up right here. I set my stop loss. Let me just do a little rectangle area. I had my stop loss kind of down in this area here, just to kind of play it safe and give it some room to breathe. And sure enough, it kind of went up, came back down, had me sweating a little bit, went back up, came back down, had me sweating a little bit some more. But I went ahead and stayed in the trade. And then if you look at the 5 minute here, what I was targeting, let me get here. Was this little minute area of imbalance here that put me right at the equilibrium area. Today being Monday, the price action, the way it was moving this morning, I was just like, let me shoot for this area. This will give me a 1 to 3, and then I'll get the heck out of here. And sure enough, it played out beautifully. It drove me crazy being all through here like it did, but it did eventually come up. It did hit my take profit, and then of course now we're up in here right now. So again, just to recap, looking at the chart overall, I'm in the discount area down here. That was criteria number 1. I want to be in discount to buy. Secondly, it swept a huge area of liquidity here, which was again what I was hoping would happen, and it did. And then thirdly, we got a beautiful opposing candle that happened and formed right here. I put the fib on, and of course, actually let me just jump down to the 3 this time. Let's see where 12 o'clock is. So 12 o'clock is this little blue candle here. So I went ahead and set my entry on the 79 level just because of how things were placed, how low we were, gave it some breathing room down here. But again, it's doing all this through all this time, and I'm just like, come on. So it finally broke away through here, and then we got take profit level hit up here. So again, just going over my criteria with the candle filter on GU here, it played out great. There was a couple of other setups today on NASDAQ that played out. And anyway, just wanted to show you guys this on GU. And looks like, from what you guys have sent me, your charts, it looks like a lot of you are getting this and using this, and that's great. So just, again, watch where you're at on the chart. Look at those areas for liquidity to be swept. And like a friend of mine said today, if there's no raid, there's no trade. Don't even take it. So again, just things to look for while you're utilizing the candle filter strategy. In addition to fair value gaps, order blocks, breakers, a whole slew of ICT concepts that most of us are learning. Most of us, or some of us, know. Not sure where everybody's at here in their trading experience and knowledge, but we're all in the same boat, all learning together, all here to be successful. And I'm hoping these videos will help a lot of you guys, because I'm just simply trying to pass on forward what has been taught to me. So I want to keep it going here. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was my trade today on EU. Rest of the week looks a lot better. We've got red folders coming up that will give us some volume and movement in the market, and looking to kill it with you guys. So again, movement on GU today in discount, liquidity swept, beautiful opposing candle set up right here, fib slapped on there, and then let it run from there. So all right, you guys have a great one. I'll catch you on the next video, and keep at it, and let me know if you guys have any questions. All right, you guys have a good one.